Welcome back to my Colorado Mountain Garden and Homestead. And again, today is Sunday, May 31st. And the tomatoes I'm showing you now are my orange hats. And again, I have been saving my orange hat seeds for quite some time now. The originals I bought from Baker Creek, and I forgot to mention in the Tiny Tim video that those original seeds came from Victory Seeds. So, when I was talking about my Tiny Tims, yes, there were a lot of tomatoes, but their clusters of tomatoes don't have as many as these little Tiny Tims. So I want to bring you in. And these started blooming probably a week, maybe 2 weeks after the Tiny Tims. And I have 6. I just want to show you. Still got some flowers forming, so unlike the Tiny Tims, most of the flowers have already fallen off. A lot of these are just getting started. But there's a lot of little itty tomatoes, and there'll be a lot more. Some more clusters there. And that's the littlest one back there. That's my littlest Tiny Tim, not Tiny Tim, orange hat, as far as the plant size goes. Now, the tallest plant is 7.5 inches. And I did cut back, let me show you that, on most of those lower leaves. And that's, again, so I don't get anything splashing up onto the leaves, and also as much air as possible under these little plants. I will probably cut more of the bottom leaves off in another week or two after they've been in the big wash tub that I'm going to plant them in. And it's just an old galvanized steel wash tub that I got from a garage sale. If you go to my Facebook page, which I put a link down below, you can see the size of it, because yesterday I planted some herbs and another one that is exactly the same size, and all 6 of these are going to go into that wash tub, and they will be fine. Normally I plant these in my hoop house with my chives, but we haven't rebuilt that yet, so I don't have the sides and stuff up, so the deer can't get them and things like that. But these are going to go in the new little greenhouse that Bob got me for my birthday. I didn't even think we were going to get it up this year, but we did. So a lot of things are going in there. I had first thought that they were all going to be out on the deck, but only some things, well, flowers, of course, are out on the deck, but there's some other things that I'll be putting out there just because this greenhouse is a lot smaller than the one that blew down that we lost. But again, these are orange hats, started on in paper towel on 3/27. So probably in another 3 weeks, I think some of these will start ripening up. And as I pull fruit off, sometimes I do a video, but it is time consuming to do the video. So a lot of times I just put still photos over on that Facebook page. So if you want to see these as they grow up, if you've never grown them, they're sweet. They will keep throwing flowers. I usually try, if possible, rather than taking off one tomato at a time, cutting the whole cluster, if it makes sense. It doesn't always make sense. So in other words, I would cut it around here. And they keep throwing flowers, just like the Tiny Tims. So even though these are a determinate and they're a micro dwarf, they do produce quite a few tomatoes. Now, are they smaller? Yes, they are. And, they're fun just to eat or throw in a salad or whatever. When I was growing these inside a few winters ago, I had so many we couldn't eat them all. And so I ended up putting them in, even in spaghetti sauce. I did freeze dry some of it to make tomato paste with. Some of the just because they were so sweet. The Tiny Tims, I did freeze dry some of those and had powder so I could make my own tomato paste whenever I needed it. But just some things that I do. So we'll give you one last look, and then the next time you see them, they should be planted out into their own area. Took a break from planting the Tiny Tims because I needed to get these guys trimmed and watered. And I hope everybody is getting their gardens going. I don't think we're going to see any freezing, but although the temps are still getting a little cool at night, so I have not put the cucumbers out. I have zucchini started, but I'll wait till the cucumbers and the zucchini both have 2 full true sets of leaves before I put them out. And then I will pre-sprout my beans and plant them directly into the bed. I don't grow those in cups or anything like that. I used to, but I get just as much germination once the ground is warmed up. If I pre-sprout them, know that they're pre-sprouted, and then put them out next to the trellis. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy gardening and have a good week.